This video is going to show you how to print from Revit to a PDF file. I'm going to assume that you have Adobe Acrobat and therefore you have availability to PDF, Adobe PDF print driver. If you don't, then I would really encourage you to purchase it or purchase Adobe Studio or whatever, or download. I think the university may have it for free. Anyway, so let's assume that you have Adobe PDF print driver and you have it installed. Okay, so you're going to go to File and you're going to go to Print here to print. In this dialog box, this is called the Print dialog box, and it's going to appear. You'll notice my default setting is to the Adobe PDF print driver. You can see there's other printers that I have access to. I will eventually show you how to print directly out of Revit and directly to the printers in the print bureau, but I don't know how to do that because they've changed the settings and the methods for doing that. So that's the reason I removed the video on how to print from the playlist. So if you want to look at the properties, you can right here. You'll notice that I already have this set to an Arch D, but we'll talk about that as we, standard settings, prompt view Adobe PDF results, add document information, rely on systems, delete log files and successful jobs. Okay, paper and quality. We're going to assume it will automatically select. If not, then your print driver for your printer will adjust that. You can see advanced stuff here, Arch D, one copy, anyway, scaling 100%. I'm going to go over that inside. And then layout, of course, landscape. Okay, and some advanced features. But we're going to set all those up actually in the different dialog boxes. So first thing you should do is click on create separate files because you're only going to do one file anyway, so you don't need a booklet of different sheets. Don't worry about the name right now or the location it's going to, because you're going to set that when you go to print. The next thing you're going to do is go down here and click on select views and sheets. Right now this is in session. So this is a setup in the session. In other words, in the opening of the file that you're in right now. I'm going to hit the select button. We're going to go down here and click on views so that all of our views will disappear because we don't want to print any of those. And we should have a sheet. I only have one sheet here because I've deleted the other one. So I'm going to select that sheet and then say OK. Then over here, we're going to go down. Don't worry about that. Go to setup right here. And we're going to set up, this is considered an in session. You can, or a default, you can set up, well, I'll show you. I'll give this Adobe PDF printout Arch D name. Anyway, paper size, Arch D. So go in, find Arch D, not NCD, Arch D. Because ANSI D is 22 by 34. Source, just assume that's the default tray. You want to not offset from a corner. You want to center it. So you want it centered in the sheet, whatever because you're going to pick the sheet size, so it should fit. You don't want to fit page. You want to zoom to 100%. I found this most successful. So that way, if it's a little bit bigger than the actual page you're going to, it will print everything at the right scale. Then you can select these or turn them on and off as you feel like you need them. The defaults are fine for what we're going to do. We want landscape. And just go ahead and remove vector processing since we don't have any raster images in the files. And if we did, then you might have to change that to raster processing. Appearance, the raster quality, once again, you don't have any raster images, so that's irrelevant. And then colors, black lines, I went ahead and changed that from color to black lines just to save on the ink and processing time, because if it knows it's all black lines, then it's just going to print it. So we're going to say OK to that. The print setup, this is the print setup dialog box. And it's going to say, do I want to save this section? And that's what I was saying. Yeah, I'll go ahead and say I want to save it, this little dialog box, and we'll call it Arch D. And that way, all my settings for an Arch D will be saved. And I can just select that next time. So if next time I come in, I go down to settings, I go into setup, and I can, select my Arch D settings, and then all of these will adjust automatically. So now we're ready to print. We're going to say OK here. And it says you have chosen to print one view sheets as a separate files. Do you wish to continue? And of course, we only have one sheet, so that works out great. So we're going to say yes. And then this dialog box is going to appear. This is the Save PDF file as. Then we want to go and find, whatever folder we're going to put this in. I'm going to put it in my assignments folder here, and I'll print this out. And I'm just going to go, I'm going to change this because I don't want this to be 22. Assignment 5. And then I'll keep the sheet number. And that should be enough information. I don't need all this other stuff. Okay, so I'm going to save that. And this little dialog box will, if it locks up on you, just go ahead and close it and see if it did print. Sometimes it does lock up, but it still prints it. Sometimes it locks up, but it doesn't print it. If it doesn't print it, then try it again. Then we're going to get, our PDF Acrobat to open up, and it should look like this. This should be set to 24 by 36 in size. So right now it's at 26% because it's a lot bigger. I can't remember exactly how to do that, but we could check to see what size. Okay, let's go into the printer here. I think that's the way to get to it. And you'll see size right here. Just click on the size and click on and make sure this is actual size. And the Adobe viewer will show you that this is a 36 by 24 inch, and it should. If it shows it as a letter or some other size, then you didn't print it out as a 24 by 36. Okay. And you want to make sure you print it out at, once again, 100%. Okay. If you do 100% right here, that will get you 36 by 24 because that dark line on the outside is a 36 by 24 inch sheet. Okay, and so you should be able to follow whatever directions you've done before to print a PDF out to the one of the large format printers, and away you go. I'm going to assume that you know how to do that. If you don't, then ask the print bureau how to do it. Okay, that's it. Talk to you later. Bye.